The Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace is a larger, roomier version of the popular Tiguan SUV. So if you're a Tiguan fan after a bit of space for a growing family, this might be exactly what you need. It's available in both 5 and 7-seat versions. This is the 7-seat version, as the vast majority will be. Now, these seats, just like the ones in most of its competitors, are not very roomy for adult passengers, but they are, however, extremely handy for smaller children or for occasional use if you need to ferry your children's friends around. And when you're not using them, you can fold them flat to extend the boot to a massive 700 litres. The middle row of seats offers a lot more space. Head and leg room is extremely generous, and not even taller adults are going to find much reason to complain back here. Like the Skoda Kodiaq, it comes with 2 sets of ISOFIX anchors for child seats, but both are beaten here by the Peugeot 5008, which has 3. Trim levels will mirror that of the regular Tiguan and most of the Volkswagen range. So you've got Comfort Line, Trend Line and High Line, the most popular of which will be the Comfort Line. And that comes with an impressive list of standard equipment, including 17-inch alloy wheels, front and rear parking sensors, driver fatigue alert and an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. If you go for the Highline, that will upgrade that system to the very impressive Discover Media one, complete with sat-nav and a reversing camera. It also adds the digital instrument cluster in the active info display and an automatic parking system. The interior of the Allspace is pretty much identical to the Tiguan, which means it's very well executed. There's plenty of handy storage areas, and the general feeling of quality and attention to detail in here is second to none. That touchscreen is fantastic to use. It's got all the usual Bluetooth phone integration and is just immediately responsive and requires very little thinking, which is exactly what you need when you're on the move. The suspension is well balanced, just soft enough to take the jar out of any rough surfaces without crossing that line into bouncy, which can be a problem with bigger cars. It's nice and quiet in the cabin, the sound insulation is great, and that brilliant DSG gearbox just makes everything feel so effortless and relaxing, which is probably good news if you've got kids in the car. Then those handy parking aids like the reversing camera and sensors make it easy to park even in and around the city. The engine lineup also mirrors that of the Tiguan, starting with the 1.4-litre TSI petrol and a selection of 2-litre TDI diesels, ranging in power outputs between 150 and 240 brake horsepower. It's available in both manual and automatic, and with or without Volkswagen's 4Motion 4-wheel drive system. This is the 2-litre TDI 150 brake version with the 4Motion and the 7-speed auto box, which is a lovely combo. It's great to drive and feels really neat on the road, probably a bit more so than the Kodiaq, to be honest. There's a nice natural feel to the steering, and it's nice and light as well, which makes it feel agile and, again, not as big as it is. The Tiguan Allspace is a very easy car to live with. The dimensions feel neat, yet the space on offer is impressive, and it certainly does have a more premium feel than many of its competitors. But therein lies its biggest problem, which is the competition, because despite being mechanically very similar to its Volkswagen Group sibling, the Skoda Kodiaq, it is quite a bit more expensive. It also can't offer as much space as the Kodiaq and can't match the practicality of the 3 ISOFIX anchors in the Peugeot 5008. It does, however, fill a gap for those who don't like the look of the others, or for those for whom nothing else other than that VW badge will do. Make up your own mind on the Allspace by visiting it at your local VW dealer, details of which you'll find on CarsIreland.ie. Or check out the other 7-seat competition by following the links around the screen. Then to stay up to date with all the latest cars on the new car market, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.